Sara McMann and Karol Rosa. Sara McMann's really getting up there in terms of age, and we've seen her put together a pretty good body of work, but then you start to think about the things that are fairly predictable as fighters start to grow with age and experience, and you get to see them more often. With Sara McMann, it very much is the wrestling and the durability. You like what she can do when it comes to the takedowns. You like to watch her wrestle. Anybody can watch that. But then as the fight goes on, you start to see the durability take an effect, and it's just, you hate to see that, right? For the aging fighters who tend to, show off quite a bit in the beginning part, but then, as the tail end of the fight rolls around, they might have some of those cardio issues, and in her case, that very much is the problem. You talk about a Karol Rosa and the type of fights we've seen her in, right? A few wars. But the big thing is that she's able to defend takedowns, got that classic Brazilian style of like defensive takedown knowledge and the ability to just throw bombs. I think she's going to want to strike quite a bit. But she's also got to learn to change things up. I think it's a great fight where if she were to get some top position, she might be able to hold it down a little bit, do some ground and pound, look for some submissions. I think Sara McMann's going to be a great grappler, but she's a phenomenal wrestler. And I think that's where a lot of wrestlers, as they say, might not be so great off their back. And in this case, I think that Karol Rosa has the opportunity to not only be someone that can be effective from top position on the ground, but also be very effective in boxing range. And that's where you've seen her find success over the last few fights, right? She's got great combos, good uppercuts, and I've always liked watching her fight. I think that she brings a very technical style of striking, especially with the hands. And then, like I said, man, she's got that ability to capitalize when the fight hits the ground. Even if she's not going for submissions, she's looking for those ground and pounds. Very powerful. And in this fight, it's like grappler versus striker, sure, but I think that Karol Rosa has got a pretty well-rounded game for the most part. And with Sara McMann, it's going to be a lot about how much of the damage can she withstand, how much does she need to throw to be able to get this fight into the areas that she wants, but then also have the durability and cardio to withstand anything coming at her. That's the most important part for Sara. And as the career starts to dwindle down, you wonder if she's just looking for that one win where she can put the gloves down in the middle and kind of call it quits in that big way. But I think Karol's gonna have a lot to say about that, and that's the thing, right? The area, if you were a capper and you were to look at this fight, look at all the tape in the world, it's just gonna come down to Karol Rosa's ability to push through in that mid to late second round when Sara McMann's starting to get tired. And if she's already won a round, Karol Rosa can legitimately ride out a pretty good boxing match for that win. So for me, I need to go with Rosa for minus 160. I think there's no reason to talk about the paths to victory per se in this fight because I think they're just so obvious. And so let's go Rosa minus 160. What do we got? Wow. Is this fight not happening? I think it is. Found it. Plus 185 for Sara McMann and minus 220 for Karol Rosa. I think Rosa's got a very good opportunity to pull off a big win over a major legend in women's MMA. And for Sara, I mean, just bring that big cardio and prove everybody wrong because I think that's where your back's against the wall right now.